Hey, good morning, everybody. It's December 27th, 2024. I wore this bright shirt today because I thought it would help wake us all up. Okay, so I am excited about looking at our text of 1 Samuel chapter 4 today. And once again, let me encourage you to like and subscribe to the channel and perhaps even share it if you would. I would certainly appreciate that. But we're here in 1 Samuel chapter 4, verse 14. And so let's look through it together. It says this. When Eli heard the sound of the outcry, he said, "What is this uproar?" And then the man hurried and came and told Eli. All right, Eli gets it. There's this loud crying and mourning coming from the city. And he asks the question, what's this uproar? And his inquiry reflects both the weight of the moment and his concern for what's happened. You see, in times of distress, Eli, though older and physically weak, still seeks to understand the cause of the turmoil. I mean, he knows something significant has occurred, and the loud cries from the city are not just ordinary expressions of sorrow. No, the fact that he asks this question indicates his deep concern for the spiritual state of Israel. His whole life has been devoted to the service of God, and as the high priest, his heart is burdened for the people of Israel. You see, the destruction of the nation combined with the loss of the ark has shaken him to the core. So Eli's question also speaks to the importance of understanding the root cause of all this distress. You see, the outcry was not just about a military defeat or even the death of soldiers, but about the much deeper issue of Israel's spiritual state. You see, the capture of the ark signifies that God's presence has been removed from them, and this is why the outcry is so intense. You see, the man who hurries to bring Eli the news is likely trying to convey the enormity of what has just happened. His rushed movement reflects his urgency and the gravity of the message he carries. The loss of the ark was not just a national tragedy, but a spiritual catastrophe that would have long-lasting effects on the people of Israel. You see, Eli's response reminds us that we must always be aware of the deeper spiritual causes of our distress. I mean, sometimes when we experience challenges or even difficulties, our first response might be to focus solely on the surface level issues. You know, it's our health or our finances, or it's this relationship. But in doing those things, we risk missing the bigger spiritual picture. You see, God sometimes allows hardship in order to draw our attention, to draw our hearts and our attention back to Him. You know, to focus on our relationship with Him. You see, the capture of the ark was a wake-up call for Israel. It was urging them to recognize the brokenness of their spiritual life. And similarly, we are invited to examine our own hearts when we face struggles. You know, we need to seek to understand what God might be teaching us through the circumstances that we might be dealing with. So let me ask you, when faced with trials, do you tend to focus only on the external issues? Or do you also consider the spiritual significance of what might be happening in your life? So take a moment today. Take a moment to reflect on the challenges you are facing and ask God to help you discern whether there are deeper spiritual lessons that He wants you to learn. Remember that God uses both joy and hardships to shape our hearts and to draw us closer to Him. Trust Him. Trust Him in every circumstance, knowing that His desire is for your good and for His glory. God bless you. See you tomorrow. Take care.